What's going on, everybody? This is Professor Crypto Banana. So today's video is going to be very quick because I don't have a lot of time, and I'm going to go over the main important points regarding bribing and fBEETS. I'll do another video that's more into depth, but if you're just one of those people that likes the overview, give me the quick points, this one is for you. But before we get started, gotta let you know, hey, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Everything in this video is just for entertainment and educational purposes only. And please do your own research. Because yeah, crypto is risky. I could be getting some information wrong. Okay, so in case you don't know, on the Phantom side, there's Beethoven X. They're a decentralized exchange. They're a fork of Balancer. They're a little bit special because of how you can do LP tokens. So for example, right here, you can have Beethoven's Battle of the Bands. It's got multiple tokens in there. You can see you got some Phantom, Maddox, Solana, AVAX, etc. So normally with LP tokens, it's only 50-50 of two tokens. However, this is special, got multiple tokens. Basic reasoning for that, or how I can explain that the best, is imagine you want to go on a trip and you want to take an airplane. You don't want to take a lot of connecting flights. Why? Because it's probably inefficient, essentially, right? You don't want to have to like stop at one place and go. So I imagine that's the same thing when it comes to wanting to swap for your tokens. You want a direct path. By having a lot of the tokens in a pool makes that a lot easier. So hopefully that makes sense. Also, you can have it be more weighted, so it could be like 80-20 as opposed to, let's say, 50-50, which is the conventional way. So that's what makes them a little bit special. They also have it where if you actually hold the token BEETS and you have it staked in the form of fBEETS, when a certain snapshot is taken, so take a little extra look into that, because the snapshot is like, okay, they take a snapshot, they look at probably the blockchain and say, okay, we see who's been holding it. Okay, great, thank you for staking. Now you have the ability to vote. And that is a really cool concept, because with voting introduces the concept of bribes. So learn.bytemasons, they have a great article that explains how to become a BEETS bribe lord. So typically when you think of bribing in the real world, you're like, oh no, that is illegal. Not in this case. This case, it's encouraged. So there's a whole article out here just quickly explaining that. One thing that caught my attention that other people were mentioning out on Twitter as well is the fact that you can deposit your fBEETS, so it auto compounds, right? Because if you stake your fBEETS, you get BEETS as a reward, and it auto compounds it. Likewise, now it seems to be that they're going to be voting on the staker's behalf for the best, like most efficient bribe. So what is bribing? It's basically there's certain LP tokens, right? We could look right here. There's a different combination of what it could be, and a lot of projects want to have deep liquidity. So, oh my goodness, what are all these details? Okay, woo, this is going to be a challenge. We can do this. So, when you want to do swapping, it's really great to have great liquidity, meaning people temporarily give their funds of both tokens or whatever tokens it may be, so that other people that come out from the sideline can be like, oh, okay, I want that token. And it gives a really good rate, like an equal rate. You don't want something where, let's say you go in and you want to swap for another token and it should be an equal exchange, but then you lose 5%, because that sucks. And then there's probably different reasons as well. But one way to bring people to actually want to temporarily give up their funds is through emissions, like rewards. So you can see right here, there's like different APR, 51%. This gets rewarded out in BEETS. That makes people want to more likely position themselves into those LP pools and get the rewards. Well, if you have fBEETS, you can then decide which LP tokens or which pools actually get the higher rewards. So a lot of these projects are looking like, hey, no, if you got fBEETS, can you please vote for me here, give me higher emissions? And then the other one's like, no, how about me? So then they introduce an informal way of bribing, saying like, you know what? Okay, listen, if you vote for my project, you're going to get this many rewards based on these conditions, etc. Like, it could be like 1% of however fBEETS you're holding, which is like, whoa. If you're talking about like an instant 1%, 2% right there, very interesting. Now, granted, the price of fBEETS fluctuates, right? But if it stays steady or goes up and you're getting the rewards in BEETS and also bribe rewards, that's like, okay, got my attention there. You know what I'm saying? And then with the bribing, it gets a little bit complicated, but could be potentially lucrative. Now, taking a look, yeah, so this is Reaper Farm as an auto compounder. Come in here, deposit the fBEETS, boom, and then it says that you can get 0.1.49% per day, And then if they automatically go in for the bribes and just get that rewards, put that more into fBEETS and just keep auto compounding, that's kind of an easy way to do it. Now, I also want to point out BeetWars, because they came out with just listing out all the different projects and the offers that they come out with. But it gets complicated, it gets difficult to keep track. And then in addition, yes, you can vote, but then all of a sudden a project can come in last minute and say, guess what, we came up with even better rewards. And then you're like, oh no, I can't believe it, I could have gotten something better. Likewise, when it comes down to the math, you're like, I don't know, is this a good deal? Is this a bad deal? Which project do I go with? So this is kind of a nice place to keep track, probably in the Discord server of Beethoven X. They may have a certain channel just for that, but let me introduce you to the website from BeetWars. It's listed right here, beatwars.live, and they have a really nice dashboard right here that shows it. So simply put, it shows, don't mind the phone, that if you got 1,000 fBEETS, for every 1,000 fBEETS, which is the equivalent of, what is the going price of that right now? 70 cents. So, okay, at the time of recording, let's just say for every $700 of fBEETS that you had during that snapshot, again, like some people may be thinking, like, can I get in right now and get that? Well, it's like, it's during the snapshot, and these type of votes happen every 2 weeks. So take a look at the time frames, do your own research on that. But just wanted to point out this website real quick because I found it to be very handy. It gives me a nice visual as to say, okay, which project is given what. So potentially if one's really low, I'm like, I may pass on that and see which one is more lucrative. For example, currently, right now, this one with the day in USD seems to be taking the lead, and it's actually a stable coin as well. Both of them, which is really interesting. Now, granted, there's probably risk just in case the day token loses peg, but again, there's always risk involved with anything, so keep in mind, do your own research with that. But again, I like this website, then it provides extra details as to like the rewards that even listed out right here. Let's say $5,000 in day use, $2,000 in potential NFTs. So again, read the fine print, figure that out, but very nice way of how it consolidates it. Do I have anything else to say? Yes, there's also the Beethoven X Twitter page. You can check them out on Discord for more information if you got more questions about that. In terms of actually voting, people are asking, okay, does that actually cost anything? I don't think so. Like, if anything, it would cost gas fees, but I don't even think it's that. I think you just sign the transaction and you're done. So you can see right here, they'll come out. So how do you even get to that page? Great question. Glad that you asked. Okay, so let's say I'm on the Beethoven X side. I can hit on the triple dot, and then there comes out a little vote section. Boom. And it shows all the different proposals. So then you can see just not too long ago was round 6 for the farming incentive gauge vote. So you can scroll on up here and do round number 7, and then you'd find the one that is offering the vote or offering the bribes that most appeals to you, or the one that you would want to just say, okay, this is where I want the rewards to go to. Select that. You could split it up, like auto calculate it for you. You come down here, you vote, you hit sign, you say yes. You can change your mind apparently as long as before the deadline, which the deadline's coming up shortly. So you can see right here, this was the snapshot. So I guess how many blocks were minted, whatever it may be. I don't even know the time frame. Maybe if I open up here in Phantom Scanner, it happened 2 days and 7 hours ago. Okay, so it could be very interesting as well when you're trying to maybe play out the snapshot when they'll be taken. Could be random, but again, take a look on your own time. And the end date is April 3rd, so I don't know what time exactly. Could be UTC, could definitely change things up, so keep that in mind as well. But nevertheless, the fact that they got all this bribing stuff, and very intriguing. I love it. I love following up with it. Disclaimer, I do have some fBEETS, so that's why I like checking in and being like, okay, bribe me. Who gonna give me the most? Who gonna give me the most? I don't care, because it's just, for me, free incentive. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. That's really all that I got for you guys. So if you could do me a major favor, please like and subscribe. I want to grow this channel as quickly as possible. And it gives me more of a platform to do even more, especially interview more people, make it grow faster, etc. Likewise, follow me out here on Twitter. I post up different tweets, threads, host up Twitter spaces. You're going to be seeing a lot more of me, and I hope to see a lot more of you. I'll see you guys in the next video. Pieces.